What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and we are covering off Terra Luna Classic again. I've got some pretty interesting news in this video. Staking, how do we get there, and where is the journey back to $1? So make sure you subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all of the support recently on the Terra Luna videos, so make sure you subscribe. Get this to 200 likes. I think we can absolutely do it. I appreciate all your support. So let's take a look at the chart. 6965. It was just in the sevens not long ago. We saw this really nice run of about 3 hours up to the 7.2 mark. But overall, even if you consider the total market right now to just be 1.6% down versus Luna 2.0, that's nearly 7% down, we're actually seeing a relatively nice stage sideways. You can see on the technicals it is in a buy market, and I'm going to give you some reasons why I think people are buying it. And again, look at the volume, 1.029 trillion, and it's averaging 1.275. So we're not losing any volume. People are trading this, but equally people are coming into it. So we just saw a pretty heavy sell there, but you'll see it's quickly bought back up as people are moving into this one. So what I wanted to cover up a little bit was this 50% transaction fee to the community community pool. Now, we did talk about this yesterday, and we've had an overwhelming support of 95.77% on this vote, and it ends in 4 days. Now, it is getting nearer and nearer to the quorum. Some people are saying it's not going to do it. Some people say that it will. Here's what my view is. I actually think this is going to get really close. I actually think this will pass. And then the question is, where do we go from there? How do we validate it? How do we implement this into the blockchain? And I wanted to really cover this off in a little bit more detail, because there's actually more to this other than just a burn mechanism. When you look at the proposal 4080, 35% will be burned via a monthly community pool proposal, 10% airdrop to the ecosystem devs, 5% retained for core Terra Classic development and increase base proposer, and the bonus proposer reward from 0.01 to 0.04. So we talked about that. I'll leave a link in the description to that full video. But here is the kind of full proposal that was put across. I'm not going to go through everything. I just want to pull a few interesting points this out. So you can see here, look, 5% to the validators, 95% to the delegators, so the people maintaining the blockchain. But here is a really interesting bit. The challenges with the current distribution model. Staking is currently disabled on Terra Classic and may not get re-enabled until it can be verified that the chain will remain Byzantine fault tolerant, i.e. there's enough liquidity in certain holders to support the entire chain. A single entity does not hold 2/3 of the supply. This may take a while to verify. So again, the point of this is that actually it will allow a pool or a community pool to hold the volume, which will enable staking. Now, if you all know staking, it supports the floor of a project. It means that the project is less volatile, and something like this right now is probably really well needed. Considering less than 0.01 Lunacy is staked, this is creating an unfair distribution of rewards, which is not aligning to the interests of the broader community. And this is where this shift from Terraform Labs, Duquan, all this kind of power from him holding it to the community really feels like it's starting to move. It kind of goes across to how this is going to be incentivized for the community. And I think this is the really, really important bit. Holders and non-stakers, 99.9% of Lunacy holders currently are non-stakers. Burning 35% transaction fees will not only help the Lunacy and USTC supply issue, but also create a deflationary economy, rendering Lunacy and USTC a better store of value. Needless to say, this will attract new buyers to the ecosystem. And why wouldn't it? You've got a deflationary token that, let's be clear on this, if you think about it in the DeFi space versus this blue chip world, there's brilliant projects already on this blockchain. There are validators that support the network and the blockchain. It's a much more advanced project than the usual space we hang around in DeFi. So validators, the current base proposal, and the bonus proposal reward is 5%. So this will increase to 15%. So it gives a bonus to the people that are validating the blockchain. Delegators and stakers, for existing delegation is 4,340 per year. The proposal will see the reduced by a factor of 2.71. However, despite this, the return on their stakes, Lunacy, for existing delegators will be at 1.6 million% per year, because obviously it will be a deflationary token. The super high return for zero inflation chain, which will de-incentivize an existing delegator from unsustaking and unbound Lunacy. It's part of the original believers' security contribution to the chain, who lost a lot in the Luna crash. I feel such a high staking yield is justified until staking is re-enabled. So, by staking it, it's going to give rewards to the people that stake it in a significant amount. It's going to give rewards to the validators that uphold the blockchain. At the same time, burning 35% on a monthly basis, and on top of that, the 1.2% burn that we've got for every transaction suddenly feels like a really stable blockchain with a deflationary token that people are buying in it. When you take a look at the the volume going through it, then it's absolutely the right thing. You have to have volume in order to make the burn mechanism work. Now, does this mean overnight it's going to 10x in value? Absolutely not. There is a significant amount to burn. But what I like about this, you can see in loads of the comments here, right, you are the only person in this form actually making decent proposals. I really like this. You can count me in. Tons of people, much better than 1.2 killing proposals, like to the proposal on Terra Station. So lots of support from the community on this, which I do think is interesting. And again, the community pool proposals, 10% airdrop to the ecosystem. You can see that at this point where this was taken, 93.3% are voting yes. As shown above, the Lunacy burn proposal has again 93.3% support for the Terra community, although the Terra community still has 4 days to vote. It still looks like it's going to be a win. So my view here, if you are a holder, this is a real opportunity to implement a really solid burn mechanism that will stabilize the floor of the project and really start to gain some momentum. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. We're back up to the 6.9s. I see, told you people are buying it. Again, thank you for all the support. If you really like this content and you really like me doing these Terra Luna videos, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when we upload every day. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next video.